Garrison Lil Juicy. Here we go. Candid Party Line. Um, oh. Northeast IPA, it says. Well, it used to be. The can I've got says Juicy, so that's interesting. And Breton Hazy. The Hazy Angus. There we go. We've got descriptions from all the websites, just in case they're not on the thing. How we doing? Are you? No, you're not excited to go yet because you don't go for 2 weeks. You're just going to a concert next week.
I am. Well, no, not next week. It's the week after.
No,
Yeah, next week. Not. Yeah, it's the 17th.
not
I
this
think, or is
Wednesday.
it the 15th?
Oh,
17th.
have I got it wrong?
Whatever it is. Yeah. Today is the what is?
Am I celebrating wrong because I've read the calendar? I have read the calendar wrong. You are available next week.
I am.
Here's me thinking this was the last one. I'm glad I didn't write that in the description because that would have looked really silly. Tee hee hee hee.
Okay. No, I will be here next week.
Anywho. Any hoops.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss that because I leave for the airport that Wednesday night at like 3 in the morning. So I might.
What? The 17th? No, next week. You mean?
Yes.
Ah, right. Okay.
So.
Well, we'll see how we go.
Wait. Figure it as we go. We make it up as we go.
There we go.
Anyway,
Right.
It is a little early for us. Trying to start early on the wrong night, so everything's all wrong. I am Ross. Joining me is my co-host Ian, and together on the wrong night at the wrong time, we are attempting to drink Nova Scotia Dry. Because needs must. Sometimes your schedule. Sometimes a family dinner happens, and it takes a while to get back from it, and you just need to shift your beer drinking night ever so slightly. We talked about it last night. I think I was sending you some updates saying I might be back by 9. I might be back by 9:30, and eventually you just said forget it. No, we'll just And then, but
10. Was it 10:30 or something like that?
it was something
yeah, I
like
just
10:15
got in. I'm gonna
when I finally went.
right.
Oh no, that was when I was
gonna tuck
in.
my kid in.
I still had to get my kid to
Yeah.
bed, so that was a bit
Yeah.
tricky. He had a very late
Yeah.
night, but he had a very we all had a joyous evening. It was a lovely family event. I just did not have 3 hazy / juicy / what I'm learning now is any IPAs. But again, we are full IPA converts, so does not
Did you
really
get?
matter.
You look so bronzed and tanned.
I
Have you been sunning yourself, or is
Ooh,
it just the lighting?
it might be. Hang on, just a second. I didn't turn on my.
Right.
That's a bit
Uh,
pinker.
I don't know. No, I
Yeah.
prefer it before.
Well,
You look like like a like a like a Mediterranean tan going on.
it
Just
is.
pretend.
I do have the outdoor light, and it's a little bit of what we golden hour is going on outside.
Ah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
we might be slightly pre-golden hour, but I'm not sure. It was a beautiful sunset on the way home last night at
Yeah.
8:30 p.m. So if we're getting to the late nights, we shall have an outdoor episode. I promise it's going to happen. But
Okay.
we have some tasty. I like a haze. If you tell me you got a hazy IPA, I will say I'm gonna try that. And I don't know
Mhm.
why, because hazy isn't a flavor.
Mhm.
So is it just an expectation? When you hear a hazy IPA, you think, that's going to be what?
Well, I almost think they're synonymous. The hazies and the juicies. They seem to. Whenever I read hazy on the can, I'm thinking, I'm going to like this. This is going to be a juicy tropical thing. And if it isn't, then maybe it's a Westie. And even then, I'm given over to them now. So I'm like, this can't go wrong. This is a totally a win-win evening now, isn't it? Whether it's juicy or hazy, or just 3 letters of IPA in it, and I know I'm going to enjoy the evening.
Yeah, and that's pretty much I think what I envision as well or expect. You say if it's hazy, then to get it cloudy, there's a lot of either or both hops and a juicy citrusy, that juicy punch to it. So you know that a hazy is gonna be it's extra. Because we've had the odd
Seems to be.
one that said is I am a juicy IPA, but it's been clear, quite
Mm,
transparent.
okay.
But when you say a hazy, and that's the other side of things is when you drink a hazy one. Well, Danny Tanner was telling me about that of Tanner and Company, where he did have one, and it was called a hazy IPA, and then he switched it, and he took off the word hazy because people kept buying the can and letting it settle, and then when they'd open it, they'd pour out half of it, and they'd say, "Oh, that's not hazy at all." And he said, "Well, that's because you didn't."
Yeah,
You got to pour the whole thing
you
into
didn't
it,
set it upside
or
down.
you got to hold it upside down. There. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
attempted the upside down for a couple of these. So first up,
I know you
upside
have.
down, right here. We've got in a 355 can, the Lil Juicy. Now you've got Garrison is famous for it's the Hoppy Buoy, but don't they have a what's their juicy one? Do they have another one called the something juice? Am I crazy?
Yes, but that's nothing to do with what you're talking about here. I don't know, man.
Juicy exclamation point, the juicy double IPA. Aha. Okay, so it is on the
Ah,
side here. It does say this
okay.
scrappy Lil IPA has all the tropical hop flavors of juicy double IPA with twice the attitude. I don't quite know what that
Right.
means. Give it a squeeze and hang on. But it does say on the side there it is Hazy IPA coming in at 6.0% ABV. It's quite a colorful can. It does often remind me.
Mm.
Garrison has kind of a style of it. It's almost graffiti art, very thick lines on and
This one
thick
looks.
descriptions on it.
I see those. I see the can, and I'm immediately. I've never been to Jamaica, but I would imagine everything looks like this. I just immediately see Jamaica. The colors, the yellow, the
Oh,
red. Oh, can you smell it already? I haven't even opened it, and
it
I can
was
smell
this
it.
it was this far away. I opened it way over here at arm's length, and I can already yes.
Right.
I
I can
I
hear steel bands playing. Is what I'm getting
I know
at
what you're
just by
saying.
looking at this can.
I think
Yeah,
the orange and the yellow of the Little Juicy that probably helps with the Jamaican colors and whatnot. But definitely very
totally.
thick, lush, tropical forest on the side there.
Ah, man.
It's it's looking kind of clear. I don't know how I can tell that by looking into the can. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. But again, you tell me you've got a hazy IPA, and I'm going to say if I can see my hand through this, I'm going to be a little disappointed. It's like the opposite of us with our dark beers, where we want to. It must be thick as molasses, please. But this is
Yeah.
must be thick as a really, I don't thick glass of orange juice, I guess.
Now the reason why you and I both have a small can, a 355. And by the way, it's still almost filling the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well,
oh my goodness, smell it. It's like it's orange juice. The reason why we have 355s is full disclosure, of course. This came from a 12 pack that I had bought, and these are the last two. So this is by no means the first try of this
oh,
particular IPA. Yeah.
well,
It was on sale. They were on sale for I can't remember how much, but there was and it said juicy and IPA, and there was 12 of them. So I thought, I'm buying that. I'm not walking out of this liquor store without that in my hand. So I did, and so I'm not even going to pretend that this is going to be a surprise for me.
okay.
I could pretend. I could no, whatever. I've done a bit of acting in the past. I'm going to act surprised as I drink this.
Well, that's fair.
Okay.
As
Okay.
we wait for I'm waiting for a little bit of the head to subside, but I did get the whole thing. Two things: the 473 can is available at the Newfoundland LCs, but I don't seem to see it in the NSLC. So it's only the 12 cans of the 355s if you can get your hands on it.
All right. All right.
It did haze up a
Oh,
little bit, but I can't tell if that's just kind of
it's hazy to me. Totally hazy.
I don't
It's
know. It
hazy.
almost looks like you can see it's kind of transparent, and you can see kind of individual particulates in it.
Oh, so you're suggesting that's just the typical yeasty stuff we get at the bottom of the can, and if we let it settle, it will clear up again. I'm not absolutely sure
Maybe.
whether that's
I'm not
the case.
judging, but
All right.
Garrison Propeller and now Nine Locks, I am starting to judge on a harsher level because they seem to have more money than socks. And
Yeah.
I feel like if you're one of the big guys, you should basically have your act together. So I'm going to nitpick the big boys with the big budgets, just for no
Well,
reason.
hang on. You can't. If that's the case, then Keith's fall down massively
Yeah.
because they
Oh,
are the
agreed.
big boy. Yeah. Okay.
Fully agree there. Because we've
Absolutely.
occasionally had their small batch beers, and oh boy, do
Yeah.
we give them a hard time. We're like, come on, you gotta get your act. You've been doing this for 200 years or something.
But they're good.
Smells
I know,
delicious.
doesn't it though?
Oh, so tropical.
Oh, so orangey. So orangey.
Very.
I didn't even listen to your description. All I heard you say was those last words. What would they give it a squeeze and hang on?
Yeah,
So
some
yeah.
It's
So
so it has
it
all the tropical hop flavors of the Juicy Double IPA, but it has twice the attitude, and I have no idea what that means. But
no.
cheers. Do you have yours?
Cheers.
You ready? You're blowing mosquitoes
Damn
around?
right
Okay.
I do.
All right.
Thank you. But there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Get your laughing gear around that. Oh, juicy? Is it
Juicy.
juicy enough for you?
That is
Whoa.
It is juicy. It the tropical hop flavors. Does it state anywhere which it doesn't state which hops it's using, but it
I know.
I'm
It's
not
tangy.
I'm not getting a non citrusy hop flavor. Are you?
A non-citrusy.
Like a more bittery hop flavor. One of the other like a I don't know cascade. Like if it's got hops in it, it's got citra, and I think that's it.
Right. Okay. Right. I guess I know what you mean. Not right. No, it's fruity as heck,
Oh yeah.
and very really sweet, but also it's got a kind of it made my teeth chatter after because that was a big old swig I took there. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like
the juice where you're like,
yeah, that's right.
yikes.
Like I was, when you have a really juicy orange and sometimes it almost burns. It's like oh god because
Well,
the citric acid in it is so.
we've had
Well,
this
that was
conversation
almost like that.
where if I have a glass of lemonade in the summertime, I can't drink a second one because your mouth
Mm.
is just sort of oh no I can't possibly put
Yeah,
any
yeah,
more
yeah,
of that in my
yeah,
mouth. But
yeah.
I'd
I bet you can
I'd
this.
have a second of these. And I
Well,
don't know
right
what
enough.
it is. It's not that it's very medium bodied. It's not heavy in any way. You could just I mean you could crush this. But it's a
Yes.
6.0. So this is danger juice right here. This is one of those really dangerous ones that doesn't quite taste like a six. You drink that and say, oh, that's like a light. That's sort of a light
Yeah.
IPA kind of thing. This is
Yeah.
it tastes a bit like a session IPA kind of, but it's a hazy, but it's a dangerous.
What's
six.
little about this?
I'm half
The only
done.
the only thing little about it is the fact that it's a little can. It's a 355.
Mm.
That is the only thing. But of course, you said they're also in 473s, and they still have the gall to call it the Little Juicy. Only because, well, I guess, well, like you said, it's its little brother. There is a big
Of the
juicy
juicy
thing
double,
going on.
yeah, because the juicy double must be
Yeah, 7.5
7.
or something. Yeah, probably. Uh, I have we done that big fat double IPA?
What a
The
good
juicy.
question.
I'm sure we must have done because it would be nice to compare these two. One evening, I would stick both of these in the freezer for 20 minutes and have one after the other. And of course, have this one first. But I don't think it can't possibly pale in the flavor department compared to its more alcoholic bigger brother.
Three
It can't.
things. We
Yeah.
have had the juicy double IPA. It is
Okay.
8.0%.
Ooh.
Is the second thing, and the first and or third thing, depending on how I did it. I have had the Lil Juicy IPA
Oh.
from Garrison Brewing Company.
Just you.
Apparently, just me. I had it
Okie
last
doke.
August, and I
Right.
had with the Sea Glass IPA from Burnside and the Pina Colada IPA from Propeller. And I gave this
Did
one.
I?
You might not have been there that night.
Right. Well, the sea glass I have had. I know that.
Yeah.
Maybe I did that on my Todd.
Why did I
Because
have a Lil Juicy?
yeah, without me, well,
Without
I quit.
cheers.
Yeah. Did you have then? Does it say you had a big one, like a 473?
I
Because
have to assume so because
right,
I,
when you said, sorry to interrupt, but you said at 5 minutes ago they're available in the liquor stores in where? Newfoundland,
they are
but not
available in
here.
Newfoundland. Yep. Hang on.
Right. But I was trying to think to myself, I'm pretty sure I have seen these in the regular can here in the liquor stores. But when you said that, I thought, well, I must be mistaken. I kind of feel that I've seen them in the big
Ah,
can before.
yep. It's in the big can,
Okay.
and it was a 6.0, but it was fully silver. And the label on it, it was just orange with sort of orange labeling with a little bit of orange and green, like very Irish, very kind of
Right.
Irish themed. But it was a full
Okay.
473. I I
Hmm.
had absolutely no memory of that, and I forgot to check whether or not I'd had that one before. So,
Well, that's fine. Can you do me a favor then,
e-
while you're there? Because I am. Did you just say what you gave it? Because I am really curious. Did you just
I
say?
gave it a 9.1.
No, hardly surprising, is it? And
And
is that for an IPA or is that for a beer, mate? And the old Ross,
it's
the
probably
old scoring.
for an IPA. Now I'm not sure. Oh yeah,
Right.
I gotta bring that one up again. Where there it is. Let's bring that one up again. And it just says Lil Juicy IPA. It didn't say Hazy IPA on it.
Oh,
This says Hazy IPA on it. So I
right,
think
right.
I
You're
would
being
say,
hoodwinked.
I would say that would cause me to judge it more as a hazy IPA than an IPA. But honestly, it's as a hazy IPA, it's still a pretty good number. It's still a
Oh,
rather
for
good
goodness
score.
sake. I was in the yard today for a good long time. You're doing yard work, and then I actually just fell asleep on the sofa after finally getting in and showering and relaxing. I did feel the sun. The sun. I definitely
Ooh.
felt. Oh yes, I've got a bit of. The sun has
Uh oh.
taken effect.
Yep.
Yeah, but so of course I was so looking forward to sitting out here on the deck and having three cold IPAs. This is the day for it. After a hard-working, laborious day in the 29 degrees in the yard,
Yep.
this I'm not about to tuck into windward double or triple stout. That this is not the evening for that. This is an IPA evening, and this is hitting the spot big time. Juicy as all heck, so thirst quenching. I had to stop. I had to stop right there and then because I know I could have just thrown that entire 355 in my guts
Mm.
and then moved on to the next one. It's so lovely, and something's got to stop me going crazy with the scoring because I know what's coming behind it. But it's a full-on 9.3, 9.4 for me for a hazy, juicy IPA. It's nailing it,
Oh,
and I love it.
I don't know what to do. Do I go to the high end of that or I go to the low end of that? I think I have to
Oh, it's
happily give it
so
the same. I
nice.
have to happily give it a 9.1 again. Would I like
Right.
a bit of bitter to balance out the flavor? If it was a juicy IPA, still a bit on the low end. So I think I'd tweak it a bit more. I'd give it a bit more of a squeeze.
Okay. 9.3 for me. It's not though to me. It was all of those things I said for me, but it's still not as tropical and as sweet as, for instance, the tropical storm
Mm.
or the what's the big one the Burnside one that I always forget the name of in the huge can
Oh,
in the huge
no, the
can.
hoppy place.
Hoppy place, right? Well, this isn't as fruity as
No.
those two. Tropical, it's not. So it's still more reserved
Y-
in the tropical fruit.
Yes.
It's true, right?
That's
Okay,
the
so
word
it
I'm thinking
still
of.
has right. It still has some beeriness to it. Without, you know what I mean? It's
Yep.
not
Oh yeah.
basically fruit juice in a can.
Nope.
It's getting there, but it's not to those levels. So
Hmm.
to me, it still has the little bit of bitter on the back end, and that little bit of a which I crave when I'm drinking
Oh
a
God.
nice big tropical fruity thing. I still want the hoppy bite and the bitterness in there somewhere,
Yeah.
which is why I guess, which is why I'm given over now to some of the pioneer Westy versions of IPAs, which because I still want it to be slightly skanky,
Mm.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Not
because
skanky, skunky, two
like you
different
say,
things entirely.
this one feels like it's holding itself back, and
Yeah,
so because it doesn't have enough of the other things to make it balanced. It's a very over juicy, like the juiciness is overtaking everything else, but it's still not quite at full capacity, and that's the only thing.
that's
That's it's what's
right.
stopping me from giving it top marks. It's good marks. It's great marks. It's quite tasty.
Mm.
I could drink a whole lot of that, but it's not perfect. Sadly, not everything can be perfect. It's fine.
It's not far off perfect, I'm afraid, but it's
No,
wonderful.
it's rather close. Now,
Yeah,
you did say that your Lil Juicy came from a pack of 12, and these were the last two, so you did have it before. I
yeah.
have to admit that the Candid Party Line beer number 2 we have not had before, but I have had before because we kept accidentally buying this. We kept seeing it in the LC and then buying it for each other. I think at one point I had
Yeah,
3
yeah.
in there,
Well,
and you had 2. So
well, that was my second full disclosure of the evening. I too have had the party line,
yep.
and again, no secret. Oh no, I was going to act, wasn't I? Oh, this is delicious. I've never had this before,
Oh,
but
are
I'm
we gonna
glad I
act?
have
All
now.
right.
9.3. Right. The same goes for the party line. You know, I just said there, I was so looking forward to sitting down and having some nice IPAs at the end of the evening, and also I know I'm going to like them because I've had them all before. Yeah, yeah, I know I'm going to enjoy this one too.
Oh, there's no description on the website, so I don't know why I picked that one up. But it's got the description on the can, and I can see it on the can here, and it looks to be the exact same. Here's a beer that will get the neighbors talking, packed with juicy stone fruit flavors and tropical
Hmm.
fruit aromas. Party Line dials up a luscious IPA with soft bitterness and a smooth mouthfeel. Good times are calling. And I forgot to mention this is the Party Lines Juicy IPA from Candid Brewery, which is along in Antigonish, Annapolis. What am I talking about? And I love the can. I love that. It's all it's just a grid of different eclectic painted telephones, even old-fashioned coil telephones on there. The rotary
Does
dial on
it
the front.
does it bring to mind Andy Warhol? Tiny little bit.
Yes, that's the style that I was trying to
Yeah,
think of. Very
yeah,
photo negative and sort of playing with the colors, the color scheme
yeah.
on there. That's neat.
I like it.
So in my experience drinking this, I recall the word reserved certainly applied to my previous not this time, but I thought to myself, oh, this is okay, but it's not strong flavored. You know, the flavor's fine. It's a good flavor. I just want more of it.
Strong flavored. Do you mean boozy?
No, just
When you say strong
when
flavored?
you drink something, you say, that's what that tastes like, as opposed to, this is. Where is it? It's in there. Hang on, I need to swim around and try to see if I can find what flavor this beer is, please.
Right. What is the smell?
I
What is
mean, the
I'm
same.
not I I was
Juicy.
going to say it yes it smells fruity, but not to the extent of the Lil Juicy.
No,
I will say
on
that.
the nose, it's not quite as
Yeah.
strong a punch of
No.
the smell. It's definitely coming
And
out
that's not
hazy. but the color
It's
of
not a
it
bad thing.
is already. It feels like it's a lighter, paler color, and
Yeah,
that already makes me a little nervous too. I
you
enjoyed it.
shouldn't do because you've had it before.
I yeah, I
Nice
enjoyed it. I
try.
drank it, but I just
Mm.
it when I had it before, it definitely had me wanting more, and not like, oh, give
Okay.
me another one of those. It was a bit more of, yes, this beer's okay. Where's the rest of it?
Oh,
Mash all
okay.
the.
Uh, this is.
hops.
I think this is hazier looking than our last effort.
Yes.
Here come the bugs. It
Oh,
is, isn't it?
it is much hazier.
Yeah.
So it ticks that box.
Why do the bugs hang on until late? I mean, they were dreadful. I bought um one of those hats that comes
Bug
with its
mash.
own.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah, a bug mesh. Yeah, I bought one of those only yesterday, in fact, because I went to Value Village and they just happened to have one there for $3. I thought that is essential. That is essential garb now for the garden. This time of year is just miserable when you're in the yard, right? And I know that we sat here a couple of weeks ago and I tried to do an outdoor deck one and they beat me and just ate me alive. I have pants on this evening, so I did learn. I left the legs inside, and but I was thinking while I was sat up here, they're not bad. They're not so bad. I hadn't noticed them being particularly bad, and now about 5 minutes later, maybe it is just the beginning of dusk. Is that the time where they say, "Oh, it's feeding frenzies"? Is that it?
Mm,
It's when the sun just
the
begins
sun's
to
starting to
say,
go down. I think yeah, those
right.
are their two sort of twilight and sunrise. I guess I should say. That seems to be the
Okay then.
time of the bugs.
Why do they do that? Why can't they just
Oh.
leave me alone, Ross? Why can't they just leave me alone?
So party line. It says Juicy IPA. This can is still available at the NSLCs at the moment. On the website, on the Candid, sorry, let's get the website right. Candidbrewing.ca website, they have changed the label on the party line. It's now a sort of a turquoise can with a picture of a phone on it, and it says Party Line Northeast IPA. So this one is apparently being
Okay.
rebranded from a Juicy IPA to an NE IPA, and I'm wondering if we're going to sense that in the taste.
Well, I mean, I only had this fairly recently, so
Mm.
if there's any sensing, it might be you if you had it beforehand. Who was it recently that did that was it it wasn't the Wayfarers when they sort of changed the name of it because other people had said to them, "Hey, that's more of a blah 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 than a blah blah blah," which you're advertising it as, and they immediately changed the
Schoolhouse.
schoolhouse
Their
of it. Right?
Scotian
Okay.
Export had been listed as a red ale
Yes.
until someone
Yes,
said,
that's
"Hey, this
right.
tastes more like an ESB." So then they submitted it as an
Right.
ESB and it won, or it came silver or something like that, which is
Yeah,
funny.
that's
I do
clever.
I love the smell. I'm just a little. What if it's anyway?
It's an ice cream in a glass.
It did. Oh,
That's what that is.
the head on it is
Mm.
gorgeous. That's just perfect.
Yes.
Good foam.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Jaws.
Yes. Yes. Cheers.
Oh, I forgot to switch over to Candid. Ooh.
Oh my stars. You see? You see? You
That's
see? Huh?
alphabet.
Yeah. That's beery. That's beer. That's more beery for me. It's still it's still hella fruity and juicy,
That's definitely
but it's
hazy
still
IPA. That's quite nice. No, that's
oh
an Apples. Where am I?
flipping right. It
Oh,
it's oh gosh.
well, I like this. No, that's not that.
It's
Ah,
it's hoppy. It's hoppy though, Ross.
here we go.
Are you there? It's
Yep.
hoppy.
Uh huh. Where
Uh-huh. Yeah,
because
it's bitter.
the little juicy was just juice. This is
Uh-huh.
juice hop malt. This is the balance. This is the nice
It's a
balance.
hoppy thing.
For.
Mm. Yeah.
I didn't remember enjoying this quite as much, but maybe it's one of those comparison things where after a Garrison, a Little Juicy, you sort of say, hello.
Or or are you now slowly beginning to appreciate the slightly hoppier and skunky ones
Ah,
than you were before?
you
Because
say that,
this has got a. Mm.
but if this was a juicy IPA and now it's being branded as a Northeast IPA, then it can't be hoppy, bitter, and West Coasty now, can it?
It can be. It can be hoppy. It just can't be that westy
Yeah,
pine thing.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's,
I hear you. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
yeah,
like it.
yeah. I hear you. Yeah, yeah. Me too.
And if you
I
told
like.
me, if you sat me down and got me to drink this and said this is a Northeast IPA, I'd say, yeah, this is a Northeast IPA. Is it
Uh huh.
is it a juicy IPA? Mostly, yeah. It's I don't want to say it's a juicy Northeast IPA, but I mean, because how many words can you put at the beginning of your beer? Try this one. It's a juicy, hazy Northeast Pale Ale. What?
Uh, uh,
Too many words.
uh, there are too many IPAs. Well, I used to think that. I don't think that's. I
I,
don't actually believe that anymore. I don't think there's enough. They used the whole market was flooded with them, right?
mm,
Or every microbrewery did two or three of them, and they were slightly different, and yet they were all kind of the same. I found,
mm,
but clearly they couldn't. I don't think they could have kept doing that forever. So they have to make little changes and tweaks and things, and they've all got better. There's no doubt about it. They've got better, which is the reason why I guess one of the reasons why that you and I have been clubbed over the head with so many of them. We've finally just said, "All right, we give in." Hit white flag. We like them. We love. In fact, we love them. But they are better, and there are more diversity. If you just get what I would, you a kind of generic northeast fruity hazy IPA. Now I'm going to drink it, and I'm going to say, yeah, that's fine. But I still want it to have something a little extra. Otherwise,
well,
it just tastes like all the rest.
okay, so because I would give this a pretty nice, tasty, generic. This is it. This is entry level. This is what beer should taste like. This is fine. This is good. I like it. So you're saying it's not great? You're saying it's okay? It's fine? It's acceptable?
Oh, I like it, Ross. I do. I like all of these. I really like all of them. But there is a but. But because we've had now probably 100 of them
Mm-hmm.
in the last 5 years, because there are that many of them, that when one comes along, which is just like, which kind of does the same thing for IPAs as Bad Apple Brewing's Russian Imperial Stout. When you say, okay, that is the benchmark that by all other IPAs that I'm going to judge it by. Me personally, and what do I know? I know nothing. But
They never.
uh, uh, uh,
They'd
I,
never catch up, though. You know, like.
but okay. The one that I will always champion, the one of the Northeast IPAs, the New England IPAs, which I will continue to champion, just because I think it was the first one that I finally said, oh, what a after all this time, I absolutely love this. And it's the Frig Off by Nine Locks.
Still?
I know it's Nine Locks, so therefore you have to say, I know by your judging, you're like, oh, you've got to, they've got to pull something out of the bag. But the thing is, I think they did. I think they did, and that's been around now several years, and it's one I will always, if I'm in a liquor store and there's a couple of those on cheap, I will reach for them, Ross, because I know what I'm getting, and that is a superior New England IPA, which just hits the mark every time. This is great, by the way. I really like this party line. I really like the Lil Juicy.
I certainly like
I
it a lot
do.
more than I did the first time I tried it. I
Good.
don't know why. And it still
Good.
does seem a little bit pale to me, but no,
Okay.
it's quite good. Now, is it better than the Lil Juicy? Yes, which is now I feel bad about giving the Lil
Oh,
Juicy such a high mark.
no, don't feel bad. You can push the envelope here. You can go full. Um, these go to 11 if you want
Do
to.
it. Okay, well, then I got to give it just one little bit more. So this is a 9.2. If that one's a 9.1, this is a 9.2 at least.
Okay.
For a juicy.
I.
For a ju.
It's tough, isn't it?
It
When you're
is.
talking in point ones and point halves and stuff. Um, um, I love it just as much. It's another 9.3.
You're up here in the nines with. You've never been up here in the nines with me. This is such an interesting. Oh,
I know.
interesting
That's because
adventure.
it's IPAs, man.
I know,
I love them.
and we like him
Oh gosh.
because we
I,
love him. Yes, we love him.
so much so, of course, that every homebrew kit I throw on there, that's another IPA. Apart from, of course, the brown, the brown ale that I passed a couple of bottles to you. Did you happen to have a go at them yet, or did
Oh
you open?
yes. Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
drank that very quickly.
Oh, I wonder what do
I
you
liked
remember?
it. No, it was very tasty.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, there was a little bit more of a of sort of a bitter than I was expecting. It was like
Okay.
just a little bit because normally it's very a brown is very malty boom and
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
smooth with the
Typically.
caramel, and it had that, but
Hmm.
yours had like a little bit of a bitter to it. It was almost it was edging, it's leaning almost towards more of an ESB, but with a really nice body of a brown to it.
Well, that was the one, of course, that I threw in the enhancer into it. So
Oh,
I was
that
hoping it
something
was
might
going to have a
happen.
bit more, yeah, a bit more bite to it, a little bit more chewy, because just when you know yourself when you make those kits, yeah, they're fine and they're cheap, but sometimes you're like, well, it's just something cold and alcoholic when I want it, but it's not particularly great. It's not great beer. But I was thinking that enhancer might give it that much more of a mouthfeel and
Okay.
body to it, and it certainly did. It was very creamy, and there was yeah, it was a good beer. I quite liked it. I've got a lot left.
Speaking of making your own beer, I did send you pictures that I finally did grab myself a kit. I was perusing just as a thought because I knew I wanted to start making my kits again. I had a quick look on
Mm.
as the Facebook Marketplace, and someone said, "Oh, here's the full set of gear. I'm just trying to get rid of it. $40."
Yes,
And I went,
yes.
now you can get it all new for like 100, 120. So let me
Uh,
just make sure that it's got everything that I'm looking for. You know, there's the okay bucket, this, that. And then I said, ooh, and it had, and I think I mentioned this to you, it's got that siphoner tube thing so that you don't have to
yes.
start any of the tubes. So I now have two
Yep.
of those. So the next time we meet up, I'm giving you one of those. So you have that. And the other
All right.
thing that had, so I lifted up the
Uh,
lid and I looked in, and so they were winemakers. So they included there's a bag of corks.
yes.
I don't know what I'm going to do with a bag of corks, but I've got a bag of corks. But the other thing that was
Uh,
in there, and have you made wine yourself with your kit sometime?
yeah.
Do you
Absolutely.
what do you
I've
do?
got a batch going now.
What do you do for the filter? Do you rent the filter from the place or use their own filter and whatnot?
Are you talking when you are polishing your beer,
No, no, no.
like to?
When you're filtering, usually a white wine, and you put it through, and you buy the pads, and you stick it, squeeze it through, and you do the.
I've never ever made a white wine. It's always red wine.
Hmm.
I've used I've
I've
literally used coffee filters when I'm trying to polish the the wine on the second transfer.
I
Have you got something else?
I am now in possession. You know those the big
Ah,
red hexagons that you block together? That was
okay. I'm
included.
vaguely okay.
for this $40 kit, and I'm like, you gave me the filter? I'm like, wow.
Have you never made a wine kit then?
I have. I've made several.
Oh, you have?
Years and years
Okay.
and years ago.
Are they only white, or because it's only reds I've ever made?
I've made more reds than whites. We tried
Oh,
making
okay.
we tried making a red and a white for a friend, and we printed labels because that was going to be our gift. It was good. We'll supply the wine
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
his
yeah,
wedding,
yeah,
and he got married, and we had a red and a white, so there could be a bottle on every table. And then they told us that the venue wouldn't let us do that. So we ended up with like 60 bottles of wine that we had to get through. We tried making some different wines as well. We made some fruity wine, different things like that. But yeah, so that's the kit.
Oh, great!
I was bringing that up because you were talking about making beers, and I had a second.
You got sidetracked. I don't mind that.
No.
One thing I will say. This is anecdotal as well. Down the years now, I think I have made. I don't know. Maybe 30 or 40 kits, and every single one of them I have transferred, siphoning off, using the old. There we go. And not once have I got any stuff transferred, the enzymes transferred, which has spoiled the beer. So I hear you. It's good to completely negate that. And if you are a professional and you are making thousands and thousands of liters of this stuff, clearly you don't want to be taking any chances, but I think it's still fairly negligible to get spoilage. But Ross, if you're giving it away and you have two of them,
I don't need two.
Then I would totally take it. No, I will take it. Totally take it off.
It's all yours, and it's just it's because
thank you, sir.
Sometimes I mean I appreciate. And we were talking to who was it? We were talking to it was Lazy Bear Brewing. And her name completely escapes me because it was an N. And
Lazy Bear, right?
She mentioned that she will, if any of the wort, she says, I'm not a stranger to just drinking a little bit of wort every now and then when it's going through the filtration process. She'll just have a quick little sup of that.
yeah.
But I'm hoping that they're not also siphoning every single batch. Just gotta get this into the kiln just a moment here.
I've never done that myself, but I do remember the very first time. Remember a couple of years ago when you and I put your first batch on?
Yeah.
And I was there, and I was
there. You were there for the boil and everything, and the look on your face, you kept saying things like, "I don't usually do this."
Anyway, the very first time I put a kit on, like I say, was maybe 15 years ago, and a guy that talked me through it as well, which he'd been used to making home brew batches himself, and he did say, no, you've got to siphon it off as if you're going to as back in the day when you were siphoning car gas from when times were really hard. Anyway, he told me you're going to have to do that. So of course I did, and I sucked it through. But I'd never ever siphoned anything before. So this was my very first experience of this. And what did I do? I literally went, and this was me, Ross. Here it comes. And he said, you've got to watch for it because you've got to be ready for it. And it was a reaction. It was an automatic reaction. I went, and I spat out into the bucket.
What had been in your mouth?
No, that's right. It was literally in my mouth. And he said, well, you're not supposed to do that. But anyway, he said, you still achieved it. And it was like, oh, you didn't tell me. But I didn't even think about it. I thought, yeah, that was a pretty dumb thing to do. Like it was gasoline. I mean, you just said yourself, it doesn't matter. It's still just water. It's just a water with a little bit of wort in it.
It's beer flavored water with absolutely no alcohol.
Right.
In it at
absolutely.
all.
And by all accounts, in some countries there is. I remember reading about this when people are making beer and introducing their enzymes into I know I don't want to go into this same thing that we saw before about that model where when they were thinking of using certain enzymes to yeasts for that. I remember. But anyway, when they introduce like salivatory, is that a word? Salivatory enzymes into Right. Okay. I think it is. Into brews and into breads and into whatever. Yeah, I know, because it's still a reactionary thing. It's
In the
still.
in the 1600s, 1700s, in the early days of making beer, you probably couldn't avoid having
You couldn't
saliva
avoid
all
it.
through your beer
Right,
making.
yeah, right. Anyway, now you can, so I don't spit in my beers
Try to,
typically anymore.
oh,
But at least I've
posh.
experienced. I know, I know. I don't hock a loogie into every brew that I make, but I have. The very first one I did turned out perfectly fine, and I did spit into it. Therefore, I guess my anecdote being that if you do inadvertently pass on some stuff, it's not necessarily, unless you're really dirty,
See,
and I'm not really
I think
dirty.
what we're learning is your saliva just seems to be really good for beer.
Absolutely,
Maybe
yeah,
you should
top
market it.
class.
Sell little jars of Ian spit, and it could be in the back row. You know, have like the red light or the red curtain behind which you can buy spit of different brewers
I hadn't
at the
thought
Noble
about it,
Grape.
but you make a good point. Maybe I'll get into that.
Get those little tiny craft jars at dollar store and go from there.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
start
okay.
selling
I'll
spit,
think
see
about
who
it.
buys it. Speaking of selling spit, I don't even know where I'm going with that one.
Can I
Breton,
just stop you there?
yes.
Can I just stop you there? Rebecca's just come in after a very hot day on a selling things in the market. There's IPA here. Would you care to give me your uh, that is the party line by oh gets a by Candid Brewing. What do you think?
You're halfway through the sentence and she's already
Nice.
stolen your beer.
No, I did leave a couple of fingers of that. That's what do you think?
I'm not sure how
Uh,
cold yours are. Mine aren't.
it's not very cold now because it's still sort of 28
Been
degrees out.
outside a bit.
And this is the Garrison Lil Juicy, Rebecca. What do you think of this? You've had this. I think you may have had them all. Okay. What do you think of that? You like a little juicy? Well, we haven't even cracked that one yet. I'm back for that one.
I know I like those two.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, she's waiting for you to
Thumbs
open
up
up
for the
the
IPAs.
Hazy Angus now.
I know she's hanging around waiting for this one. I don't blame her.
And I forgot to mention the party line was a 6.2, so we're at 6.0, 6.2, and this one now is a 6.5, coming in at 6.5 ABV.
Five.
From Breton Brewing on Cape Breton is the Hazy Angus IPA. They do love their Anguses. I think everything right now, I can't think of one that isn't an Angus coming out of Breton Brewing right now.
No, they're all over the place.
Sons of Hector Brown Ale, if they're still doing that one. But this one claims to be this juicy, hop-forward, hazy IPA, bursts with citrus and tropical notes, smooth, hazy, and packed with flavor, pure East Coast haze. They say haze or hazy 3 times in 2 sentences.
Okay, there are so many Anguses. I believe it should be Angai by now. The Angai box
Is that the
set
plural?
that I
The
bought.
plural of Angus is Angai.
I hope so. I
That's
did
what
buy
should have named
this one.
episode.
Do
Oh,
you
dear.
remember, like half an hour ago, I said I bought the 12-pack of the Garrison Lil Juicy,
Yes.
and that's why you have the 355s. Well, several times I've bought the Angai box, the 12-pack. Oh my God, they are all
black
fabulous.
Angus, the crazy Angus,
I know the double Angus,
tiny
yeah,
Angus,
whatever.
the Angai.
The Angi. They're not Angus. Is the Angi. Well,
Sachi.
I hadn't even sampled it, and she just pulled that glass
I'm
from
thirsty.
the. I know you're thirsty.
It's not
so
so
good, isn't
strong
it?
on the nose, though. It is not strong on the nose.
So that was full
However-
disclosure again, Ross. I've had this one as well.
Well, it's going to take a minute because this one has definitely got a lot of headiness to it. But I'm glad Rebecca
Wow,
is
is it
there
ever?
because here on the subject of anecdotes, while we wait for the head to move down, I bought a new car, new to me, so it's a used car. And when I picked up my
Okay.
new to me used car, and I turned it on, turned it over, went for and he said, yeah, okay, off you go, signed all the paperwork, headed on my way home, and then I saw on the top it's got a CD player, and I went, oh, that's interesting. I wonder, and I just hit the eject. I'm always curious, you check the eject button. What is this? And the thing comes out, and it's just got a number 1 on it. And I went, oh.
Ooh.
Well, I have no idea what this is. Pop it back in. And it's the Beatles.
Now, are the Beatles number ones? That album with all their number ones on it. Oh, that's a fantastic album.
27 tracks.
Yeah.
And so here is the trivia question for the two of you, because they are in not alphabetical, chronological order. Can you
27
give me
Beatles number ones?
Can you give me in chronological order 27 Beatles number ones?
Well, it depends.
And that's the thing. Are they U.S. number ones or are they UK number ones? They must be U.S. number ones. Because...
Okay. Chronological, no, but you're going to have to say Love Me Do would be the first track on
That is the very first track. You are correct.
62. Right.
This...
I Want to Hold Your Hand would be on there.
Fourth. Can you give me two between Love Me Do and I Want to Hold Your Hand?
She Loves You.
Yep. And then
that's on there.
One that I would not have expected.
From Me to You.
There it is. That is number 2.
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. That's a great track.
That's okay. Not From Me to You.
That's
All My Loving.
It is.
You're singing All My
From
Loving.
Me to You. That is. Okay then. Well, there again. Yes. Thank you very much.
If
so All My Loving must be on there as well.
That you want.
If there's anything I could do, just call on me. And this is great fun. Sorry, I was singing the wrong song, but that
okay.
is,
So post I Want to Hold Your Hand. Go on from I Want to Hold Your Hand. Let's see what you got.
Okay. So we're up to 63, 64.
Yeah.
Did I say She Loves You?
Yes, you did. That's number 3. So
okay. Mr. Postman, is that on there?
No, God, no. What?
No. I'm thinking. I want to go towards Rubber Soul now. So Norwegian Wood's going to be on there.
It is not for whatever reason.
Oh, really?
Well, I've been told.
Drive My Car.
No.
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 Oh, okay.
Drive My Car is not on there.
Drive My Car isn't on there. I'm heading on towards 66. I must have missed a bunch then.
You have missed a bunch.
Okay, so
I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel all right.
I don't care too much for money. Can't buy me love.
There you go.
Chickadee just here. Money, really? Okay. Is there any other love songs? Any other tracks with love?
Yes, baby's good to me. You know she's happy.
As can be. I'm in love with her, and I feel fine. That is.
Yep.
Okay, I feel fine.
Ooh, I need your love, babe. Guess you know it's true.
Oh, it's true. Love me, want me. 8 days a week. Oh, this is great fun.
I love giving you the beginning of the verse and you getting to the chorus.
Yeah,
this is fun.
Finally got to the chorus.
So
8 days a week.
That's the 62 to 64 section.
Wow, is that 8 days a week? Was in 64?
Yeah.
Good grief.
And then it moves into 65 to 66 is side 2. It went back. This is a 2-disc LP.
Okay, well, if those two were the big things I can think from Rubber Soul, there must have been more on there then.
I feel like Norwegian Wood should have been on there. Oh, but we're still on.
So would I.
I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today.
Ticket to Ride. Yeah. Ticket to Ride, of course. Yeah.
And when I was younger, so much younger than today.
Help. That was from 65. Yes, Help. There's an album of Help. Of course there is. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's it. That's
and
why
then the one that came to Paul in a Dream.
Yesterday. Yep. All my troubles seem so far away.
Surprise! I didn't know these were all number ones. Ask a girl what you wanted to be. She said,
"Baby, you can drive my car." I think I said that one though. I did say that one. Drive my car. That's on. That's on. Rubber Soul.
That's Drive My Car. But how does this one go? It's got a good reason for taking the easy way out. So, yeah, I was singing Drive My Car to Day Trip. Drive My Car is still not on there. But try to see it my way.
We can work it out.
And then one of my favorites is on here, and I did not think this was a number 1. I thought this was a little-known Beatles one. It's Dear Sarah, Madam, could you read my book? It took me years to write. Could you take a look?
Paperback Writer,
I
and also
love
surely
that song.
would Michelle be in there then?
It is not.
Oh my God, really? Okay.
No,
What about when she's leaving home?
it is not on here, but I love that song.
Okay then. So okay, so if we go then to Revolver,
Yep.
that's going to be Taxman.
Nope,
Is that on there?
it is not.
Okay, Tomorrow Never Knows. That's not going to be on there
Nope.
either. Um,
Might just keep going.
songs from Revolver that were big. Were there big hits from Revolver? Apart from it being just an amazing album.
I'm not familiar with the individual albums. All I have are compilations, and this CD in my car that has just been on loop since I bought the car last Thursday. It is not helping my "what album is this from" knowledge.
Well, that was 66. So are you up to 66 now?
Yeah, we're into the end of 66 for these last
Okay,
couple.
so tracks you've just mentioned there, and then you're going and then into Magical Mystery Tour and 67 and Sergeant Pepper.
I would have
there's
thought
going to be
Sgt. Pepper
several
would be on there, but no, and it goes straight to so right after Paperback Writer is Yellow Submarine.
Yellow Submarine. Okay, so we're into Magical Mystery Tour. Yellow Submarine.
And the only other one.
It's going to be.
Nope.
Oh no!
It's look at all the lonely people.
Eleanor Rigby, of course it would be Eleanor Rigby.
And then it moves into so then there's the side that's the 67, 68
Yellow Submarine.
Side.
Yellow Submarine was number one.
Apparently.
Because it's Ringo. That's Ringo's biggest. Yeah. Oh no, that would be Octopus's Garden was probably his best track. But there we go. That's
it didn't make a number one. It didn't make this album. Though,
no, I'm not surprised. Then you've got back in the. Oh no, that's going to be from the White Album. It's going to be from Sergeant Pepper. It's going to be with a little help from my friends. It's going to be on there.
Nope.
No. That's another That's a Ringo classic with a little help from my friends.
No, it's a really interesting collection. I got to tell you.
Ross found a number one, Beatles number ones.
Oh, if you've got a CD player in your car, I got to give it to you. I'll let you borrow the CD. It's amazing.
This is great fun.
You're guessing the.
Yeah, they're all the number ones that are on that.
How many did you get?
I don't know.
We're up to Eleanor Rigby. So
we're up to Eleanor Rigby apparently. We're beyond Eleanor Rigby.
So then over on part 3, which is 67 to 68, it starts with Penny Lane.
Penny Lane, right. Back in the USSR.
Not on there.
Really?
No.
Okay.
All You Need Is Love.
Come on, run it. Oh, of course. Okay,
Hello, Goodbye.
All You Need Is... Okay, that was 68. Oh, The Ballad of John and Yoko.
Nope. It's there on side 4. So that's 69, 70. So you've whipped past Lady Madonna and Hey Jude.
Lady Madonna. Paperback Writer. Did you say that?
Oh, that was back on side 2. That was track.
Oh, you said that. Sorry. Yes.
13 or 12.
Okay.
And then Hello, Goodbye, Lady Madonna, Hey Jude, and then you go into 69, 70 is Get Back.
Hey Jude. Oh, okay. Then we've got back. Then we've gone actually past it. Did we go back? Did we go through While My Guitar Gently Weeps?
Not on
back
there.
in the USSR. That's not going to be.
No, neither of them.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Hey Jude. Get Back. Oh. Joe. I was going to say that's. Then we were into Abbey Road.
Yep.
Then. Okay, you've done. Hey. Oh. What do you call it?
Yeah, that's the one.
If they go, come on, Come Together. Of course, that's going to be on there.
And that's after the Ballad of John and Yoko and Something.
Ballad of John and Yoko.
And then there's only two
Something
more,
is on the same album.
Two more after Come Together, and I think they came off of Let It Be.
The Long and Winding Road.
Yep.
And what else was on Let It Be? Get Back was on. Get Back was on. And Let It Be.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's Let It Be.
Wow.
So it's such a good. I'll send you the list. It's really good.
8 years. 8 years. That was. And the 8 years that changed the face of rock and roll history. until Shania Twain and came along, and and the other woman. What's the other woman's name? Brittany likes her.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift. Yes.
You couldn't think of Taylor Swift's name?
Not
I'm
after 2.5 IPAs.
I'm going to play you a couple of Taylor Swift songs at some point, and you're going to like them because there's a couple that just musicianship lyrically, she's quite fun to listen to sometimes. She can spin a word. She can do a wordsmith thing, and that makes you go, ooh, that was a little clever. I like that.
I'm actually wearing one of my favorite songs of hers
really?
right now.
Oh, all right.
I don't like many Taylor Swift songs. The ones I've heard are mostly garbage, but I do like Cardigan.
Oh,
I like that, and that's pretty. That's a pretty song. Oh, by the way, just to finish off this this CD things that you found in your car. I don't know whether I've ever mentioned this to you, but I also found a CD
Did you?
in my Dodge Caravan that I bought in 2015. It's
Please
a Dodge.
Tell me it's if it's a list of number 1 Green Day songs in chronological order, I could probably do it.
No, it was a 2013 Dodge Caravan that's currently sitting over there, rusting away on my driveway. So I've had it now. In fact, I got it in 2015, so it's now 11 years to me. It's still going strong. But I also found a CD, but it wasn't in the CD player. It was in the center console in a little plastic sleeve, and I hold it out, and bless him, I showed it to Mike Butler. I was like, "Look at this," and he went, "Oh, you have that album?" And I didn't show it to him. I beg your pardon. He was in my car, and he saw it, and I was like, "Yeah, what you like?" He said, "Oh my God, they are my absolute favorites." And I said, I said to him, "I didn't buy it. It just happened to come with the car." So you look like you thought that you might have an inkling of an idea what it might be or who it might be.
Well, that's just it. I've given Mike a ride now and then, and in fact, he's been in the new car with the Beatles thing, and I told him about the Beatles CD, and he said, "Oh yeah, I love this song. Does it have my favorite? Does it have my favorite? Oh, I love this bit." And he goes to his favorite song, and what was his favorite in the list? Now I can't remember. He loves,
band-wise, I'm talking about. This was it was a Japanese knockoff of a live album of theirs. And he couldn't believe I had it. And I said, well, I wouldn't have it, only it came free with the car.
Ben Folds
without
5.
me realizing. No, but it begins with B, so you're kind of close.
Okay.
The band, it's his, and by the way, they are also 60s, but they're also 70s, and they're also 80s.
With a B.
They started in the 60s. They were biggest in the 70s, although their 60s stuff is probably the best. But the 70s, when they went all disco,
the Bee
is
Gees. Yeah,
amazing.
I had you with that because he sang along. I had of music that I'm trying to learn. I've got a Bee Gees song that I'm trying to learn. And
Okay.
It fully escapes me, but he knew all the words to it, and it was It was like late '60s Bee Gees song. It's in my head. It's there. It's so close, but I cannot think of it. So I'm trying to. I think my new goal is to try to stump Mike Butler on music. I'm going to play him some music, and he's going to say, "Ooh, what's this?" And I need that to happen because he knows everything. Did you know?
Well, he's DJ'd, isn't it?
Did you know the head's gone down in our Breton? We should probably get into this.
I'm halfway through it.
Oh, what do you
Rebecca
think?
helped me. What do I think? Well, full disclosure, Roz, I've had this one before. Like I said, I've had all three of these, so I knew I was going to enjoy it. This is so tasty. It's one of the Angi.
It's one of the Angi.
From half an hour ago. One of the Magi. I know, isn't it so good?
That's the one. That's the flavor. That's the yes. I've finally, because the other ones were just kind of we're not quite. We didn't put all the flavor in that you wanted here. That is a flavor punch. That's where all the flavors got. The smell. There's no smell to it. There's no scent on it at all. But the flavor. That's what I wanted this whole time.
It's juicy, it's fruity, it's hazy, and it is a knockout brew. But someone posted, and I forget who it was, to the Maritime Craft Brewing page, maybe a month or so ago, that they were trying one of these Breton Brewing Anguses, and I couldn't help myself. I don't. I don't go onto Facebook. The only thing I do is go to groups. I get group pages now because those are the things I'm interested in. And I couldn't help myself. I went in there and said, every one of the Anguses is a belter. They're all so good in their individual genres.
May I have all of the Angi, please?
Absolutely. I think there's 4 different ones in there. The pale ale that they do is my least favorite because it's not the IPA, but it's still perfectly presentable. The other 3 are all IPAs in varying degrees, and they're all bloody lovely.
Breton is right in Sydney, if I'm not mistaken, because that was Cameron that we talked to, and we almost talked to again. I need to get in touch with him again, because Cameron was going to talk to us about Breton Brewing, because Big Spruce is up the way in Bedeck, not quite to Sydney from our location.
Right.
Proving my knowledge of Nova Scotia geography.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good on that kind of thing. Mate, this is a 9.5. It's as IPAs go, this is a knockout.
I've already put 9.6 for me, so yeah, it's
okay.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Nope, I'll take it. That's excellent.
I know. And I was saying earlier on there that my go-to, if I'm going to reach for it every time, is a frig off. Well,
I need to revisit
this. It's fabulous, but you know
what? While
maybe
you're
this
gone,
gives
you
this
need to
gives
tell
it a
me
run
what your
for its money.
favorites are, and I'll have your favorites with some other friends, and we'll judge you horribly. That'll be.
I'll do that.
Be one.
I'll totally do that. I want to do something while I'm away with you, because I know it's going to be 8 o'clock your time and 12 o'clock midnight my time. But I'd like to join in one evening with something. I will speak to you obviously after we come off. But I've got some ideas. Ooh. I've got an idea. I don't have many ideas in my life, but I do have an idea.
Right then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm taking my peanuts and I'm out of here. Good night.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our slightly late but early show. The time and date, it's how it all works out. But I want to thank Garrison and Candid Brewing Company and Antigonish and Breton Brewing for making the beers that we tried tonight. Oh my goodness, they were really tasty. And we are here usually Wednesday. Sometimes things change. I don't know how you can check things. I just do whatever I want. But normally Wednesdays 8 p.m. Live on our YouTube page, youtube.com/@drinknsdry. You can find our podcast on all the podcasty places. You can check our Instagram, YouTube page, or TikTok. I think we're Drink NS in all of those places, or you can go straight to the source at drinkns.unsupervised.beer. And I'll be back again next week. A good night.